It's the 1st of November 2023, and this is the Irish Mail on Sunday. And they say we got it wrong from the start, and this is on the migrant crisis. We got it wrong from the start. And this fella, Rodric O'Gorman, is looking for 500 million of a bailout. Grab money, spend, never any check on the spending of money. And it's the very same in the United States and lesser extent in Europe and the United Kingdom. And they're all going burst, printing money totally and utterly out of control. So here it is, how the rush to aid refugees ignited crisis for coalition. There it's there. So there's a crisis in the coalition, and you have these pictures outside the Dáil. Our community's always anti-fascist. What does that mean? I mean, Adolf Hitler's Nazi party was National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany, and that was a workers' socialist party. So this is the thing. I did this on Bridge Smith. There are still people who believe this. Housing crisis caused by rotten government, not by refugees. The Sinn Féin leader Mary Lou McDonald said the housing crisis is caused by bad government. It's not caused by the refugees. So can we take in 700,000 million? Can we take in 0.75 of a billion refugees into Ireland? How can anyone who received any basic education in our education system come out and make such a ridiculous statement? How brain dead are these crowds? Now I want to show you the rates of payment for asylum seekers for war. And there's been burning of tents in Clare. There's been chaos in Dublin. There's chaos in Clare and burning of tents in Dublin, and all of this going on. And their department responsible has spent 450 million over budget and wants another 500. That brings it almost to 1 billion euros on this. 1 billion euros. The payments for migrants into Ireland is 222 euros a week. Finland 130, almost half. Belgium €7.90 a week. €7.90 a week for Belgium. Hungary $13.79. Now remember, Ireland's 222. Germany is 112. Almost a little less than half of the Irish payment. Spain is 100. Spain is 100 euros a week given to them. France is 99 euros a week. France is 99, and we are 220. UK is 95. UK is 95. I don't know if that's sterling or not. The same thing anyway. Denmark is 82 euros. I think that's euros as well. So 82. Italy 75. Definitely euros. Portugal 68. Definitely euros. Luxembourg, the richest country in the world and the EU, 63 euros. Luxembourg, the richest country in the EU and possibly in the world, is given 63 euros to migrants, whereas Ireland gives 222 euros. Holland is 53 euros. It's an EU country. Greece is 50. It's an EU country. Czech Republic is 42, and Austria is 41. Now, folks, what does that say about this rascal, these rascals that are running our country, Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, and the Greens? What does that say? They're supposed to be protecting the environment. They're supposed to be protecting the environment. And what are they doing? They're packing them in. They're packing them in. And they're going to bring in this, at least double the population. At least double the population. That's what they are going to do. Now, what can we do? I went above into Churchtown and I went door to door against Alex White, and we succeeded there. We had 80 people, we had a bit of sponsorship, and we put them out. That is one thing which anyone will have to do. We're going to have to go to door in Dublin West and tell everything on this fella. Truth, and if we have to add to it because they're lying, we have to know how to do it. And I know the law on that, and I might be able to help with the law on that. There's a law that prevents you saying you're the Green Party if you're not. You cannot go in and say, I'm from the Green Party, but I want to do something outrageous, I want to put you out of your house, they can take you up on that. That's a criminal offence. Well, that's all right, because in fairness, a party should be allowed to campaign and put out its message without someone gazumping it or saying, oh no, we're that party. But you can amend it to something like the Greenery Party or something like that, and then you can say what you like, and if the people get confused, that's their business. Every tool short of violence is needed to oust this rascal, this Rodric O'Gorman and his henchman Eamon Ryan, these villains. And these people here that you see there, they will fight, they will stab you, they will hit you, they'll physically assault you. These are dedicated to the destruction of our country. That's what they are. And how we deal with them, the first thing is, we know that. You probably know that by now, and you know the situation. But we have to try and get this out to our own people. We have to get that out. I'd say there's not 1 in 50 people in Ireland realise that the lowest dole for refugees from war in the EU is Belgium at 7.19 per week euros, and Ireland's 2.22. 8 euros, we'll say, compared to 2.20. Okay, how many people know that? Would that manage to shake them out of their voting for Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael? Now, some of them have to die. Their names appear on RIP, and they're good bloody riddance. They're no loss. They'd vote Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael till their death, and they try and rig it that after their death their kin does the same. We have to have no time for them and call them out for what they are. Now, the mayor of New York was on this stuff as well. Oh, Brown, he was going to tell the southern states what to do. The southern states had a way out. They bust the whole migrants up to New York and up to Boston and up there. And now he says he's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. At the current time, there's 1,750. Sorry, I got that wrong. 17,500. 17,500 children in Irish schools who only came here in the last year, and most of them are Ukrainians. I've said for draftees, if they're fleeing Ukraine, it's not too bad to come here, to get a tent or something and not let them starve and throw them a wee bit of money. But to the same dole as a person in a council house that has worked maybe for 40 years and is unemployed. How ridiculous is that? Why? What kind of a perverted, charitable instinct do these people have that votes for these people to allow that? Why do we let them in? Surely there's a big part of Western Ukraine which is not affected. The next thing now is, only for the way things have went to the United Nations, the whole refugees from Gaza were going to be forced into Egypt and horsed straight to Ireland. There are several uprisings in the north mid states of Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, and there's some people there who would have sided with their corrupt regimes, and if they're getting a hard time, they'll come to Ireland. It's all round. You come to Ireland. And then there's the Immigration Council of Ireland. Does anyone know who they are? Does anyone know who they are? So the whole thing is rigged against us, entirely rigged against us. We are not animals, we're not that hard. We have to realise, as the population of the world grows and as the war is an inevitable part of human nature, that the idea that the country of Ireland should take these people is mad. And any person living in Northern Ireland that would consider joining the Irish Republic while we have this, until this is firmly crushed, is a fool. You would be mad in the head. The Ireland that our traditional Republicans always looked forward to is gone until we can put these out, and it's not going to come back. And if they get their grip on Northern Ireland, they'll lurry these all into Belfast and Derry. That's what's going to happen. It's not that we don't need certain people. We can vet them. But these numbers is only the start. It's only the start, and we can only stop by trying to get rid of the politicians that are doing it, face down this Immigration Council, There's a citizen assembly was found to be another crazy idea. These people are crazy, evil villains. Villains. And what are we going to do? That's for you to post underneath. And we need to get the message out there. There could be an election in the next 6 months. And here we have my point of view, with nobody prepared to form a decent party and try and deal with this, a good, honest to God Conservative party. Nobody can get their act together while these people can. That's the trouble. That's the challenge we face, and that's what we have to do. It's unbelievable sad that our country is being ruined by this. Thank you very much. Give your opinion underneath, and we'll see you back for something else.